Hello, I'm Vivian McGrath from vivianmcgrath.com, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how you may be self-sabotaging your life with self-limiting beliefs that you're not even aware of. I was really surprised to hear this. I'd never heard it before, but did you know that our minds are fully formed and programmed by the age of 7 years old? Between the ages of 0 to 7, we're like a sponge and we absorb everything that happens around us, and we observe our parents and absorb their beliefs, their habits, their patterns of behavior, and we associate and at school and the wider community and main caregivers and influencers in our life, and we absorb them, and certain experiences we then equate with certain emotions. So for example, say you came home every day and you'd get A pluses, you were the perfect student, yet every time you came home with an A plus, let me go that again. Say you come home every day with A grades, you're a perfect student, A grades every single time, and your parents, every time you did that, said to you, well, why didn't you get an A plus? That can translate, if that happens often enough as a child, that can then translate to a limiting belief as an adult that no matter how much you achieve and you become an overachiever, trying to always prove you're good enough, you'll never feel successful enough. Because that voice in your head will be your parent saying, well, why didn't you get this? Why didn't you achieve that? I know women, myself, who have had the most unbelievably successful careers and secretly, deep down inside, feel like a failure. Or what if your parent is so self-absorbed, narcissistic type of parent, self-absorbed, or just so focused on the other parent, like you have narcissistic parents, and then the other parent becomes totally focused on keeping them happy, that you as a child, your needs are emotionally neglected. Then you grow up to think, well, my needs don't matter. So you people please all the time. You put others' needs first, above and at the expense of your own. Or you go into abusive relationships and you have no idea why that keeps happening. But what you don't realize is deep down inside, there's a little voice that says, I'm not good enough. My needs don't matter. I have to put everybody else first above myself. And you see, what if that programming that happened when we were at 0 to 7? Because what happens, all that stuff that we absorb becomes the internal script that drives our life as an adult. And another surprising fact is that 95% of our actions and beliefs as an adult are driven by this subconscious programming. So what if that internal script is a negative one? What if it's one that says, I'm not good enough, I don't measure up, nothing I achieve is going to be ever successful enough, my needs don't matter? That can impact your life in many negative ways. You can become a people pleaser. You can put others' needs first all the time. You can become a doormat. You can repeatedly go from one abusive relationship to the other, to the other, to the other. And you might be, I was like this. I was so confident and strong. I never believed that there was this hidden child inside me whose programming, whose script told her she wasn't good enough. I didn't even know that little girl was there inside me. You might be surprised to find that a hidden little frightened, insecure 7-year-old inside you that's always been told they're not good enough, always been told they're not worthy and that their needs don't matter, is there inside you and driving the steering wheel of your life. They've got their hands on the wheel, not you. So if you are feeling, I don't know why bad things always keep happening to me. I don't know why I always keep repeating the same patterns that hurt me, like going into abusive relationships. I don't know why I always people please. I'm exhausted. I don't know why I always say yes to things when I really want to say no. I don't know why I'm afraid of confrontation. I don't know why I feel like an imposter at work. I'll tell you why. It's because that little 7-year-old child inside you is driving the wheel. It's not your higher, rational, adult, secure self. And when that 7-year-old is driving the wheel of your life, what happens is you're reacting to the world around you with emotional, instinctive reactions. You know, those knee-jerk emotional reactions that come out without thought and don't always serve you. Instead of responding to the world as a rational adult. And the difference is this: the emotional child inside, if it's driving your life, makes all these sort of decisions based on emotion. Oh, I'll say yes to that because if I say no, people won't like me. Oh, I'll change my opinion because I don't want them to think that I'm different to them. Or I'll ignore those red flags and warning signs because I don't want to sound like I'm too choosy. That's emotional. Whereas if you are an adult and you respond to the world around you, then you are not swaying with the wind. You're not depending your moods and behavior on other people. You are able to rationally choose, okay, this person's done this to me. How do I choose to respond to that? Okay, one example would be I'm on a date and I'm seeing all these red flags and warning signs. Somebody who's insecure and the little child inside them who's driving the wheel would just go, oh, well, maybe I'm misreading that. They're quite nice. There's only a couple of things that are not nice about them. So maybe I should give them the benefit of the doubt. Whereas a healthy, rational adult would go, oh my God, look at those warning signs. Red flags, warning sign, ding, ding, ding. Protect yourself, get out of there. Don't go on a second date. You see what I mean? Or at work, if there's confrontation at work, if somebody, say you're in a meeting at work and they disrespect you and take all the credit for your work, for example, a healthy adult would not react in an emotional way and get angry or say nothing and have their stomach churn inside. A healthy adult would say, look, I don't appreciate it when you take all the credit for work that's been done by us as a team. You've been a great part of it, but we also were as well. That's not confrontational, but a healthy adult can be assertive. So the most important thing is to go about life the other way. If you find that something seems to always get in your way, but you can't work out why. If you find that you keep repeating all these patterns, bad things keep happening to you and you can't understand why. If you keep going into abusive relationships over and over and over again, if you fear confrontation, if you feel like an imposter at work, then you need to get your child, you need to identify if there is a frightened little girl or boy inside you. And you need to see what are those old childhood tapes that keep playing in your head. Because you know what? Those old childhood tapes that say I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I've got to keep my mouth shut, I've got to keep the peace. They're just stories in your head. They're not true. You can rewrite them. You can choose whatever script you like. You can reprogram that mind of yours. you can replace those self-limiting beliefs, self-sabotaging habits and patterns of behavior with ones that serve you. So have a look if your emotional child inside is driving your life, or whether you are responding to the world as a rational, healthy adult. So I hope that's helpful. If it is, click the like button, subscribe and share. And if you're on YouTube, ring the bell so that my videos go to the top of your inbox as soon as I post them. Thanks so much for being here. And if you would like to go much deeper with me into how to identify what those old tapes and what that internal script is, how and why it was programmed into your mind in the first place, then book a call with me, vivianmcgrath.com/apply for a free breakthrough session, and we can have a chat to see how I can give you a step-by-step guide to really taking control of your life and becoming the healthy, confident adult that you want to be, who can settle for nothing less than you deserve ever again. But I only want people who really are ready to put in the hard work, be committed to take action, and look at themselves honestly and be ready to heal. So if that's you, I really look forward to talking to you. vivianmcgrath.com/apply. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.